Alrighty, hello. Well, Atlanta Motor Speedway here for the next gen. Well, it's I don't know what more to say. I mean, Super Speedway League, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So, Doug on the pole for now. Still have one more that could qualify, but Doug ended up on the pole after qualifying. So he's on top of the board. Doug, if you wouldn't mind also being the in-race reporter, so if I drag you at some point, just FY, under yellows or whatever.
Gotcha.
But Doug in the 67 machine gets the pole. Amazing lap by Doug. One of the only times you'll see him up at the front. Good luck, everybody. Have some fun. Love you, Doug.
Go green, the initial
All right. We'll listen to Austin real quick.
start zone.
Doug, that's some bullshit.
Okay.
Luck.
Well, they love you, Doug, but all right, we're into the race. It's race time, and we're ready to get going. So it's going to be 50 laps around this race track, and I'm pretty excited for it if I say so myself. Who wants it? Who wants it more? It's going to be 20 lap, $20 to win tonight. So that part is going to be exciting to see who takes home $20 for a win and who's going to be the aggressor and be all up on it, all over the wheel, everything like that. That's going to be something big too to look out for. How aggressive are they going to really get at the end of these? Trying to work on the tickers are not working, so I apologize. Let me reload that 1 second. As the field rolls off. My ticker is not working for some reason currently, so I apologize. Let me do a quick update. And while that does that, I'm just going to go ahead and start it. So, field is rolling off. So we're ready to go. 50 laps around this racetrack. Oh, never mind. My mistake was on the pace car. Oh, well. Alrighty, here we go. Down the back stretch to lead them to the green. It's going to be the 67 of Doug Ezel. And to his outside, I believe that is Chris in the 15. So, we're ready to go racing for 50 laps around Atlanta Motor Speedway. So, here we go. Doug and Chris into the restart zone. Doug fires for green. Doug with a good restart out to the early lead. But at these super speedways, you don't want to have that happen. Now the outside line's going to have a good run with the 15 and 29 pushing down the back straightaway. Doug's dropped back. Now it's going to be Chris with a nose entering turn 3. Through the center of it. Who's going to lead it at the stripe? Chris leads lap number 1. One thing interesting about this track is how small it is. You see how it is? You can run 2.5 wide, I'd say. You can run it multiple lanes, but that's the problem with it, is if any little swerve happens, it can mess up that whole line. As now Chris is able to get down right in front of Doug. The outside line starting to lose cars. They're going to lose that momentum. Nick down on the apron there, got a little loose. Ended up going down there, but not too bad going on yet. Little flyby action. Doug all over the back bumper of the 15, trying to push him. Maybe get him up the racetrack and get him loose. Also watching the 600 right here, so trying to watch this last 27 lap run. But Chris out to an early lead. Doug trying to stay in behind him. Thought about going up to the high line. He is. He's going to look to the outside of him. Get back in line just to the center there. So Doug down the back straightaway. He's going to peek to the outside line. He's got the 18 of Bully right behind him. But Chris leading the field in that top All-Seeing Motorsports car. There's 4 of them in this race. You see the matching paint schemes of... Oh, Larson just spun right in front of the field. Big wreck. Big wreck. Larson's done. Well, they just wrecked big in the 600. Gonna have another restart, but... Doug, back to our race. We have some battling going on. So the battle for the 3rd spot is there with the 18 trying to clear the 29. Now Doug with a big run. He's going to get to Chris's right rear there. At the line, Chris had it. Into turn 1, Doug's going to have it. Chris leading it of that bottom lane, trying to build up a run on the front 2. Now the front 4 cars are single file. Battle for this 5th spot side by side. So now everybody's going to single file out. Let's see who's going to have the bigger run. Who's going to be the first one to make that move? All-Seeing Motorsports, they're trying to line something up, and they will. First one to go out there is going to be that, I believe that's the 17. 15 on around the outside line. I can't tell because of the matching paint scheme and stuff. Austin, work on that. Get them color changes, but definitely a move to the outside line for All-Seeing Motorsports. They're trying to get to the front early. We see the front 2 starting to pull away. Doug and Bully out to an early lead, a little bit further advantage than you might think normally on a super speedway. But now that the rest of the field's got single file, now the 29, the 15, the 2, they're all going to have a run. Down the back stretch, is anybody going to make a move? Doesn't seem like it there. Everybody seems pretty content on leading this so far. Single file here at the moment. Doug's still out in front. Bully right behind him. Now you're going to see 2 All-Seeing Motorsports try to work that top side. They're going to go to the top. So All-Seeing Motorsports, the first 2 to try to make that top work. Now Mike's their teammate. He's going to try to go with them. Problems out back. I think that happened with the 75 and 10. Not for sure what happened to them. They're 6.7 seconds back from Cameron, who was an 8th. That last person in that front pack, but not what they wanted to have happen. They're pretty far deep in this field. Not for sure what happened there. We see the rest of the field trying to stay in it, try to stay up in front. As battle for the 3rd spot and battle for who's going to go after them front 2. Trying to look at what run gets the biggest. It doesn't seem like that top side gets too big of a run. Let's ride on board here with Austin and listen and watch from what he's seeing from on top of the roof. Big shove coming down the front straightaway there. Oh, big sideways moment. That's going to be the 15 going around. The 15, is he able to save it? No, hard into the outside wall. Stays green, but made that contact, got loose off the front end of the 2, and now he's slow down the back straightaway. Hopefully able to pull it to the apron, get out of the way of the 10 and 75, but Chris, hard contact there. Then the 75 into the back of the 10 as they go by, but the 15 gonna have to take the slow roll the pit road, unfortunately. Not what Chris wanted to have happen there. Big contact. Now let's let the 75 or the 67, the 18, they've started to pull away on the field. So they're starting to pull away. Austin's still in third. And then just behind them, the 29 and 3 are just behind them. So a lot can still go down. We're not even halfway. At halfway, we're going to get that a yellow at lap 25. But here comes the 2 with a big run. Let's see. What does he do with it? I was riding on board with him when we had that previous wreck. Let's try it again. Hopefully we don't get one now. But with a big run, will he go to the top? He knows Bully and Doug have been working together. They work together all season. And every time a super speedway, they seem to find each other. It works great. Doesn't look like it. He's going to try to go to the outside. Great move by Austin. Able to get up underneath Bully. Get him up the racetrack. Now he's going to let him back in line. Good move there by Austin. Get him up the racetrack. That's going to let Doug get a little bit of an advantage. But Doug doing a great job at leading it so far. Now Austin going to try to sneak around the outside line. Now Austin's going to try to get back in behind him, get back in line. But was worth a shot, definitely. Worth it. He's going to keep trying it. Knows that stage break is coming up, so why not keep trying it, you know? So we're 5 to go until that halfway caution. So will anybody try to make a move on this last ditch effort for the stage? Bully sideways, able to corral it up, but got sideways on the entry to turn 1. That could have been really big if that went a different way. Great save by Bully there. So now Doug, ooh, what happened to Doug there? Just got driven around. I mean, didn't lose any momentum, didn't look like he had an issue, but just got driven around. I looked down for half a second at the cup race, but man, what a turn of events. The 67 is dropping back. Now the 2, he's going to try to get around that 18 machine. The 67 going to have it back to a big run with him. Let's see, what do they have to do to hold off that 67 and the 2? What can Bully do? Poetry started to come out there. Now the 2's going to go to the outside of the 18. Side by side right to the start finish line. Out the stage. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Bully getting the win. So Bully gets the win for the stage. Wow. What a stage finish. Let's go back and take a look at that. So up the racetrack, the 18 goes. So the 2 down the back straightaway took it around the outside line, got out there. Little bit of contact off of turn 4, and it was a fight all the way to start finish line. Austin tried to side draft as much as he could, but Bully gets the win by, if we check right here, well, it won't say now. They crossed our finish line, so can't tell you, but that close, however close that is. So a pretty cool finish. And on Memorial Day, a past veteran, Bully, thank you for your service, ended up getting the stage win. So that's pretty cool. But pit stops are going to come down, and everybody's going to come down pit road. So let's see who that will be. It's going to bump up the field once again. As the field's catching up, everybody's getting back around. Let's see who's pitting, who's going where. Let's see who's going to win the race off of pit road. Good stop for everybody. Doug cautious into the box. I know he doesn't like these next gens that much, but Doug, do you got a copy? Well, pretty close stage battle there right in front of you. You ended up losing it, and they both went around you. But from your perspective, what did you see and what did you learn in this first 25-lap run?
Well, bottom line seems to be the preferred line by yourself. They wound up getting a run because I got a little far out front. They got together a little bit, I think, which sent me out front. So they had quite a run on me, and there was no reason to try to fight that. I knew that wasn't a good time to be worrying about that and blocking and everything. So I just settled in line where I was at, let them go. But it was working well with the 18 car, so that was a lot of fun.
You and Bully always seem to find each other on these super speedways and seem to work pretty good together. So we'll see if you guys got anything for them in that too. But with the differing teams and strategies, what's going through your mind on how to make friends? Because a lot of people have teammates or people to help, but what are you trying to do heading into this one? Who are you looking forward to who are you looking for to work with?
Well, I would think that I would kind of have to work with the 18, and hopefully maybe the 75 can be of some assistance here when we get towards the end of the race. And we can all try to get one of us up to that P1 spot at the finish.
Definitely. Well, good luck. It's going to be a restart here. You're starting third, so good luck the rest of the way. Next yellow. If we get one, I'll go ahead and talk to you once again and see how you doing and keeping us updated.
All right, sounds good.
Doug Gasol came out of pits third there. He's going to be on the restart on the bottom lane. But for the restart, back at it. It's going to be Austin and Bully on the front row. Newcomer, Joe Wells. Glad to have him in the league. He's looking good. I love that paint scheme. Joe looks really good in that 3. That is a actually really cool looking paint scheme. Posted it in Discord a little while ago. But that is a awesome paint scheme if you want to take a look at that. I mean, look at that. Bang. That is awesome. Obviously, Dell Earnhardt scheme. So, cool to see on that. But for the restart, He's going to be the outside of Doug. Just behind them, Jason Batsby in the 29, and Mike Presley to his outside. Then Cameron Ballard, his first race with us. Cool to have him in it as well. Nick and Austin. Then around off the field, it's going to be Chris after his fast repair, but slow roll to the restart zone. Second half of the Super Speedway race is green. Fully able to get down right in front of the 67. Great restart there. So now, where does the big run come from? We know that alone, Austin's not going to be able to pull away, but with everybody getting single file, who's going to be the one to use that run, and who's going to be the one to try to block that run? So here they go. The 3 goes to the outside. That's Joe Wills. Right behind him, Nick. He's up here back to the front after being able to bunch up. So he's going to work that outside with him, or at least try to. We heard Doug say that bottom lane seems to be the preferred lane. But with someone good on that top line, as Nick, always get it pushing. Just got to be careful not turning the guy in front of you. But the top line can be faster at a lot of places. It just depends on who's that second car. The front 3 single file. Nick all over the back bumper of the 29. Let's ride on board with Nick as he's helping the 3 get around the racetrack as fast as possible. There you go. Hooked up all over the back bumper. Good push. There you go. That's how to keep it on lock. Now the 3's going to get down. Able to get clear. Now looking out back. The 8's going to look to the outside line. Now the 67's going to go with him. Is Austin going to block? No, he's going to let that happen. Smart move by Austin. No point in trying to block it yet. Joe, I love that paint scheme. Support our troops. I love that. On top of the tower, Nick's able to get down in front of the 10. All clear there. Man, they're close up in front now. The 2's going to get in the back of the 67, move him up the racetrack. That's going to move the 2 into the second spot. Now the 67's dropping back. That top line alone not working for him. Now Doug's finally going to get back in line. But Austin Baker, he's going to go to the outside of Doug. Now IRacing Motorsports lined up on the top side. Ooh, one on the wall. Mike a little bit touching the wall, able to corral it and keep it going, but great move. Just out of the way, Chris was able to avoid it. The 2 all on the back bumper, the 18, pushing as hard as possible. That's going to check up the outside, the inside lane just a little bit. Now the 75 is going to get a push from the 67. Now they're going to make contact. Almost into the wall was the 67 and the 10 after the bottom lane checked up. But now they're looking to make something happen. Now the 2's going to go to the outside line. Crossover down into the bottom. Looking to make something happen. Going to think better of it and back out. But with 15 to go, intensity's starting to pick up. Doug, just want to tell you, a Hendrick car did not win the cup race, just FYI. He was saying all day that a Hendrick car was going to win the race, and it has not. So, Blaney's down to backstretch on the white flag. We pretty sure he's got this. Blaney off of turn 4. As our race is off of turn 2, and they're about wrecking the 2, able to get to the inside. Off 4. Blaney gets the Coca-Cola 600, so an awesome race for Blaney. But now the 18 with a big run around the outside. He's able to get back in front of the 2, and I think the 75 is as well. He will. He's going to jump back in line in front of the 75. So, IRacing Motorsports kind of split up in this one. Austin Albritton, not got any teammates around him. Austin all over the back bumper of Nick, trying to get him up the racetrack. Nick's going to let him have it, just cut back in front of him. But Bully doing a great job leading it on the front bumper of the 75. So everybody's trying to move, trying to get back in the mix of it. Lap 39. Next them by. It's going to be 10 laps to go. Now to the inside. The 18's going to end up losing that. He jumped to the top side. Got shuffled out. And the 75 is able to sneak underneath him. So now it's the 75 up to the front. The 2, he's going to go to the outside. Big block from the 75. 10 laps to go. Blocking starting to pick up. Now the 2 into the back of him. Loose in front of the field. Able to save it. Nick trying to break the draft. Down to the bottom of the racetrack. Now if Austin goes up in the exit of the corner, what does Nick do? Does he block it? We see the intensity. I know Austin doesn't like that blocking, but down the front straight, he's going to try it once again. Now he's to the outside. Side draft. Back in line with him. Now the top side's going to get a big run. Bully with a big run. Back outside of him. Big run around the outside. It's going to be Bully's going to clear the 75, but is he going to help the 15 down the back straightaway? No, he's going to pull down in front of the 75. Great working together from the 18 and 75. Doug trying to side draft as much as he can on the 2. Contact there between them, but at the front of the field, it's getting spicy. The 75 all over the back bumper of the 18. The 15 with a run on him now. So where do they go? We see Nick looking to the outside line. Doesn't look like Chris is going to go with them. $15 trying to go to the inside of Nick. Nick getting the bumper put to him by everybody. Now Joe Wells with a big run. He's going to go to the outside. That's going to mess up the 2 behind him, both All-Seeing Motorsports cars. They're trying to build up a run to get around. Ooh, excuse me. Around the 75 and the 18. Ooh, sideways. Once again. So the front 5, front 4 currently, front 5 are able to be clear. So everybody's going to be clear. Big run down the back straightaway. Where are they going to go? Who's going to be the first one to make the move? Riding on board with the 67. He's going to peek to the outside with the 2. Oh, one off the front bumper of the 75. Contact made. The 67 piles in. The 15, 29, 18. Everybody involved. Hard hit for the 67. Wow. Contact off the front bumper of the 75. Big wreck there. Let's take a look and see what happened. The 75 up the track. The 18 goes at the same time. So up the racetrack. Nick did a great job pushing up the racetrack just a little bit. And not much that he could do about it. Just at the same time, the 2 got to his back bumper and pushed the 18 a little bit harder than I think was needed. But, man, they try to avoid it. 67 piles into it. Everybody piles in. Nowhere for them to go. The 2 gets major damage. Everybody else, major damage. The 10 makes it through. Hard contact for the 67. But, man, what a wild bit. Let's see. So the 10 and 75 are going to stay out. The 29, the 2, the 3. So everybody, interesting what they're doing. Had a quick chat with a few. All right, so pace car lights are out. We're going to get going green here for the restart. It's going to be a green-white checkered finish to decide a winner. $20 on the line. Here we go.
Doug, you want to go to the outside line? Or does it tell you to stay on the bottom?
All right, to decide a winner, who goes home with $20? Nick Seipel in the 75 in the lead. The 10, Austin Baker on his outside. Green, white, checkered to see who wins $20. Nick fires, bat green. Great restart for the inside line. The outside line did not get going. The whole time the outside line didn't go anywhere. Major restart. Now the 29. Does he use that run? Go to the outside. Looks like Nick's going to defend it. But now, with a big run, everybody's going to have a huge run. Huge run from the rest of the field. They're 3 wide out back. The 3. Where does he go? He's going to look to the outside of the 29. White flag for the 75. Nick, known for his super speedway racing and known for his blocking. How much blocking does he do on this last lap? Gonna get to his outside. The 29's gonna be there. Down the backstretch for the final time. What does Nick do? To the bottom of the racetrack. Gonna block the top. Go low. Off of turn 4. Does anybody have anything for him? They wreck behind him. Nick's gonna come off of turn 4 and he's gonna win it at Atlanta.
Good job, Nick.
Well, I mean, right, okay, Rex.
Fucking bullshit.
What, you could have done it in a better paint scheme?
Nick's able to get it done. You hear Doug congratulating him, but Nick wins it at Atlanta after a wild green, white, checkered finish, able to hold them all off. Great run by Nick and an awesome race. A lot of side-by-side battles and things like that. He's going to burn it down on the front straightaway. Let's try to get a word in with him. Nick, do you got a copy? Nick, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, you win it here at Atlanta, a $20 win. Congratulations. Talk to us. What was going through your mind that last restart? And what were you trying to do? And how did you get it done here at Atlanta?
I don't even know. I knew I was gonna be a sitting duck out in the lead. I knew I had to do what I do best and block it, and it worked out for me. I just kept myself up there, kept myself from getting freight trained, and it ended up working out.
Definitely. Well, you win $20. That's pretty big. So how excited are you about that? And what do you think you're going to spend that on?
I don't even know. Probably some tracks or a car. We'll see though. Maybe a game we can play on your channel, Cabe.
I like it. Well, that would be fun. We could spend a little bit of money and play some games. That would be fun. But Nick, you ended up getting it done. So congratulations. Who'd you like to thank?
I mean, you guys obviously for putting it on. Austin, I know he runs the league, funds it. So Austin Albritton, thank you for making this happen. You broadcasting it, and then just WTF racing.
Yes, sir. Well, it was a lot of fun, and you get it done for the Super Speedway League. So congratulations there. I'll let you go. Nick with a great win, able to win it and be out front at the end. Great move by him to stay out front. Held that lead that whole last restart and was able to come home with the win. So awesome to see Nick get it. I do not see Joe in Discord, so I'm not going to be able to interview him, but I do see Doug. So, Doug, do you got a copy?
Gotcha.
Well, don't get to interview you often, as in the Truck League, you're not in the races. You're always up in the booth next to me, race controlling. But coming out with a P3, obviously not the $20 win that you were hoping for, but still a pretty good finish, and I get to interview you. So, how are you feeling after coming home P3?
No, I think it was a good finish. Start, after that wreck, I got back. I was all the way in the back, so to come through up to a P3, that was pretty good. I thought I was pretty happy with that.
Definitely. And I mean, come back with it. I know that you were in the chat with the 75 and 18. You guys were working together most of the race and was working really good. So how much did working with your teammates and some friends help you in where you finished, and how much did you help the 75 there?
Well, actually, at the end, I was not looking to help the 75, but at the beginning of the race, the 18 was definitely a big help. He got us linked up with me, so we went around the front and got the lead there at the beginning of the race, and then just we just stayed together down there. Then I think him and the 2-car got together a little bit, which gave them separation, and I knew they were going to have a run, so I told them just to go ahead, and if they had a run, just take it. And that put me back in third there at the stage. And then coming to the checkered here, I was nobody's teammate. I was just trying to get it for myself. So if I could have got to the 75 and passed them, that's what I would have done. But just didn't have enough there at the end. But still pretty happy coming from, I think I started 9th and finished 3rd. So I'll take that.
Definitely. It was a lot of fun to watch, and good to see you in the race. So congratulations coming on P3, and we'll see you next week.
All right. Thank you.
Well, actually, we'll see you Wednesday because Super Speedway League.
That's right.
Once again on Wednesday. Also wanted to move it for $20 Memorial Day. So cool to have that happen. And thank you to all the veterans who have served or lost their life fighting for our country. So we appreciate it. But yeah, we'll see you guys Wednesday for race number 7 of Super Speedway Series. We'll see if Austin, if I run that one or not, we will see. But we'll see you Wednesday, Doug. Appreciate it.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Doug comes home with a P3, but after a wild race, Nick comes home with the victory after 50 laps here in Atlanta. A great race and a great green-white checkered finish to decide it. But tomorrow night, truck finale for the Truck League. So tune in for that, because that race is going to go down the wire between a championship and a crown of champion. So we'll see you tomorrow night. Then Wednesday, back out again for the Super Speedway. We'll see y'all there. Have a good one.